Now, we move on to accomplishment. One of the major takeaways we can get from being serious gamers is the understanding that sometimes, the most efficient way to succeed is following in the footsteps of someone who has already achieved the things that we wish to ourselves. It goes without saying that figuring out an effective strategy on your own can be a very rewarding feeling, but we all eventually hit a wall, or plateau in terms of our forward progress in life, whether in a general sense, or when it comes to a specific goal we want to accomplish. At these points, it is important to remember that there are real-life walkthroughs available. These can be in the form of video learning, such as you might find on a channel like this, consulting with trustworthy friends or family members, or in cases where the information you're looking for is very specific, seeking out professional assistance. Power leveling with a trainer will almost always take you further, faster, than attempting to do something on your own that you aren't familiar with, so being open to a mentor of some kind can often be the boost you need to take you to the next level. I also feel like it is relevant to this section to briefly talk about the concept of shortcuts. Essentially, what I have noticed is that taking shortcuts, both in video games and in life, will almost always end up screwing you over later on. Why? Well, first and foremost, the idea that you can skip steps and suffer no consequences is inherently faulty. You need to learn the basics of a given thing, as they serve as your foundation for the future. Sure, you can run past the enemies in an area where you're underleveled in order to grab some equipment that will give you an advantage, but do you even have the stat requirements to equip it without severe penalties? It's similar to lying on your job application. You might get the job, but if you end up not having the ability to do it because your foundation is lacking, it's entirely possible you'll end up worse off than never having gotten it at all. Obviously, some people can finesse these things, but the exception does not define the rule. Just do the work, and even if you struggle, the basics you have mastered will serve as a foundation you can use to build yourself further.